Okay guys, I have cut off the pieces of my big zucchini plant that had vine borer damage. Look at this. This is what the vine borer does to your zucchini plant. It literally bores right through the center and it all looks like wet sawdust. This is the part that was laying on the ground that I couldn't see. This is the part that I could see, but you can still see that it looks like wet sawdust. This was another section of the same plant, and you can see here that it does look really wet and mushy, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to see if I can find this bad boy for you guys and show you what they look like. One good slice of my knife and he's already popped out. That is the vine borer right there. He is a big fat worm, like a caterpillar, as you can see. And he is what has caused all the damage to my squash vine. So again, as I said in my video the other day, see his little head there? Or maybe that's his butt, I don't know. As I said in my video the other day, I'm not heartbroken that these squash are over. I've got more planted. I've had a really great season from these. But this is why you spray with BT, because it's been a couple of weeks since I sprayed and he has just gone to town, just literally decimating the trunk of my plant, and now it's pretty much over, and especially since I've cut it to pieces. But anyhow, I wanted to show you what this looks like. I'm going to take him over and give him as a treat to my chickens. He is fat and happy. Let's see if I can get him all the way out here. Yep, you can see he's a big boy, and these turn back into the moths that then come back and lay their eggs on the stems of your zucchini plants. I think this is a little tiny microscopic egg there right now. So you can see, if I can get my phone to focus. Nope, it doesn't want to, but that little tiny red dot looks like the tip, somebody took a red ink pen and just put a dot on the plant. That little tiny dot will hatch, and these stems are hollow. You can see they're very hollow, and it will hatch, eat through the sides, fall down the stem all the way to the base of your plant. And then this is what happens. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like. While we're on this topic, I wanted to show you how you can save your plants if you don't want to restart from seed. I already have some restarted from seed, so I'm not going to do this, but I wanted to show you this. I cut off the end. You can see that it's the top because the flowers are coming out. You can see that kind of little ball of flowers coming out the top. This is the top tip of the plant, where the plant has continued to grow upwards or outwards or whatever direction. I have already trimmed off, as you can see, some of the main branches down here, but I left some so I could show you this. You can see there are really tall branches here. How to save these plants at this stage is to cut off every leaf, every flower, except for the little tiny tip here. If I can get the leaves out of the way. This little tiny clump right up here at the top, where there's new growth. This is the brand new growth. I would even cut off any flowers, leave this little tiny ball of brand new leaves, but all of these main stems, the flowers, the squash, all of that needs to come off, so you have basically a blank stalk, because what happens is your plant is going to continue to try to put energy into these leaves and flowers and zucchini, and it's too much. It's too traumatized at this phase. So when you cut all of them off except for the little tiny ball of leaves right up here at the top, then you force it to go into kind of a state of dormancy and put energy into roots. So it won't have to expend energy to keep these alive. It can start growing some new roots. And by keeping that little ball of leaves at the top up there, it will actually, that's the life, that's the new growth and the life of the plant. So that will freeze for the time being, and it will grow new roots. You basically, once you get this to a blank stalk with just a little clump of leaves on top, plant it in a container or back in your ground. If you feel confident that there's no bugs that are going to be trying to lay on it, I tend to try to put them in a container up on my back patio so they have time to recuperate, kind of away from the clump of bugs here, and they will reroot. It will all of a sudden start growing again, and that's how you redo squash and zucchini. You can actually save them and they will continue to grow. Once I start seeing growth on top, then I bring it back down and I put it back in the ground down here, because the roots are established, and now it has energy to expand towards new growth again. So I hope that helped you guys. Just wanted to share.